Last week's episode was a roller coaster of events. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So make sure you catch up on that one to see how I managed to score a stylish black eye. Look at my black eye, it's getting worse. And get the lowdown on our drama with 2 sailboats that seem to have a crush on our vessel. What the f***? What the actual f***? All in the span of a few hours. Honestly, I think we just need to go to bed and start again, to be honest. Amid the chaos, we stumbled upon some breathtaking spots. Our journey took us to the mesmerising Blue Grotto in Malta, a sight you wouldn't want to be left out of. And now we continue our journey. Bye bye, Blue Grotto.
We've got headwinds the whole way there. It's about 10 to 15. So we can either tack our way up or motor. What do you want to do?
I don't know. We'll see how much wind we got when we're out there, hey?
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Focus, but it looks like a drain pipe and heaps of water gushing out of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's probably all waste.
It's like a waterfall. Some kind of big business there. So it could be like, it could be an, what's it called? It could be like a water maker plant. Like a thing that does reverse osmosis out of the ocean for the islands.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And that's all of the discard water. I think that's actually what it is.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Is this whole island reverse osmosis, is it?
Well, I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? It's such a tiny little island with ocean surrounding it, and I'm pretty sure there's no lakes or anything here.
Yeah.
So I swear it would be.
Yeah, you could be right.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
This is my situation. Not mad about it. Look at these cliffs, they're incredible. Crazy, so cool. So I just had a Google, and Malta in fact does only use desalinated water. They don't have any reservoirs, lakes, anything like that. So they use reverse osmosis, take water out of the ocean, take the salt out of it, and use it for their water supply. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I'm pretty sure that's what we just went past. No fish caught today.
Oh, yeah. Absolute bollocks.
Oh, this smells really fun. It's very rolly. We're not sure if this anchorage is going to be protected enough from the swell, but we're just going to pop in and check it out, and if it's shit, we'll just have to move on somewhere else. So it's the only thing about little islands like this with nothing else around, they're super exposed, so we shall see what happens.
We're on the head sail now. We've got about a 60-degree apparent wind. The swell's atrocious here, but since we've been sailing, it's so much nicer.
Yeah, it sliced through it a bit nicer, hey?
We're going 6.7 knots just with the heading.
So good.
Yeah, really, really good. And we're only going about 4.5 with the motor, so
Whoa, really?
yeah,
Wow.
huge difference.
Yeah.
And it's more comfortable.
Woohoo! So much more comfortable. This one's asleep down here. This one's sick of sleeping and just wants to play. Like a psycho. We have arrived in paradise.
Like the Blue Lagoon,
Which is only around the corner, but like 50 times as busy.
Like the water's baby blue, and there's hardly anyone here. Like there was three other sailboats and like one other nice yacht and then a few of these small boats here.
Yeah, we came in and there was no room for us in a good spot, so we had to kind of anchor a little bit further out where the wind was kind of getting us a little bit more, and as soon as one of them left, we just like rushed to nab the spot, and now they're all just leaving. So yeah. I think we might actually have the whole bay to ourselves by tonight. So awesome. We're gonna enjoy our ribs on the barbecue. And
it's cool to think that you've got such a nice, like this is busy. This is peak season right now.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a whole bay to ourselves most likely.
I feel like that's the one thing about Malta. Like a lot of people say it's really busy in summer, blah blah blah. And it is in the day because there's so many little motorboats. But by night time, you honestly have majority of the places to yourself. And if you don't, it's because it's like a proper town, where you can go to restaurants and get your groceries and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been really good.
Perfect so far.
Yeah, loving it. Show you what it looks like. I've got the hammock up, by the way. Ready to go. Look at that. Does just gets on top.
This is the third time today she's been on my hat.
What are you doing?
Lucky she's light, hey? What is she doing?
I don't know. Gonna hop down, trying to.
Yeah, side to side, that one. Really well struck.
She's biting them and rubbing all over the canvas.
Just to give you an idea on how close the islands are here in Malta, during one of our nights here we zoomed over from Comino Island to Gozo Island for a cheap eat. We were craving some Asian food and this place did not disappoint or break the bank.
Morning, it is about 6:30 in the morning and we have probably the nicest day this season so far.
Because it's so still, you mean?
Oh, it's just still,
sunny.
No wind. Beautiful outside. We're getting a nice sunrise, and I'm going to get the drone up. I'll show you guys.
It is a glorious day, and we are moving on to Gozo Island. We're going to go to the beaches on the other side that we haven't seen yet. There's also another really cool thing that we want to show you called the Inland Sea. You'll have to just wait for that one. We'll leave it as a surprise, but yeah, we're off from this anchorage. It's been amazing here. It gets a little bit busy in the day, so it's a little bit stressful with boats coming really close and stuff, but that's just what you get at this time of year, I think, in places where there's a lot of day charters and stuff. But
I'm getting PTSD with boats coming close to us now.
Yeah,
What happened the other day?
Hit twice. We pretty much almost got hit yesterday as well, but luckily the skippers were pretty onto it and they were watching most of the time, not all of the time.
He got so close to us and then he's like, oh, don't worry, it's all right, I'll have control if we get close.
Yeah.
But you can't relax.
Yeah.
Like I was on the hammock up here and I had to get down and just watch. And he's like, no, it's all right, I'll get it. And then we come within like a metre.
But he kept insisting that he's like, I'm watching, don't worry, if we get close, like they'll do something about it.
Yeah.
But then Jason ended up going down for a nap and then they just disappeared inside. They weren't even watching anyway. They were just like doing their own thing. So then I was stressing. But luckily there was like not much wind, so I knew that we'd probably be okay. We weren't gonna like stretch out at our anchor. But anyway, time to move on. Hopefully it's a little bit quieter where we go today. Just one last look at this incredible water. I hope it's like this over there too. So beautiful. I know. So nice. Tell me you're a liveaboard without telling me you're a liveaboard. Boat is full of washing on a regular basis. by the way. Our friends had a bit of an accident the other day with the anchor locker. I actually put up on Instagram my bruised eye, which I've got a little bit of concealer on today so it doesn't look so bad, but just wondering what other boat accidents people had had. Maybe made me feel a little bit better about my stupid accident. And our buddy boaters on Nauru said that they've never really had like a bad accident yet, just, you know, little bruises and stuff like that. Literally within half an hour of answering our question, Danielle went up to pull up the anchor, and they've got like a rope that ties the lid onto the pulpit, and something happened, like it slipped or whatever, and it landed right on her toe and literally split her second toe like almost in half right where the nail was. So they ended up in the hospital to get stitches. They were in Sardinia, tried to go to a cafe and get them to call a taxi. The taxi was going to take ages, so they ended up getting an ambulance, and they turned the sirens on and everything, so she was pretty embarrassed because it obviously wasn't that bad. But yeah, it looked pretty nasty. So yeah, the poor thing won't be swimming for a few weeks, which is not the best time for that to happen. It's right smack bang in the middle of summer, and they're in the most amazing place, so I feel really bad for her. But yeah, if you guys are cruisers, let us know what kind of stupid accidents you've had on the boat. We'd love to hear. It's exciting going around this side of the island. We haven't been around this side of Gozo yet.
Not many people do it, I think. I guess it's the prevailing swell. The swell nearly comes always this way, the main...
Because of the wind coming that
swell.
way?
Yeah, the prevailing winds are that way. Northwest, I guess. More west than northwest. But yeah, we're pretty excited because we've been waiting to go to this side of the island, and everyone's been telling us how good it is when you can go, and we finally got our day. We know we're probably going to have to put a stern anchor out because it is still 0.4.
And really calm, hey, so...
Yeah, so we'll swing sideways to the swell most likely. But we'll see, we'll get there and have a look.
We might be able to tie off to somewhere, which is even better than putting a stern anchor out, because we haven't had much luck with the stern anchor. It doesn't tend to work as well as we want it to, and I feel like we're getting the setting and everything right. We just, I don't know.
Oh, I think we're getting better now.
We're getting better, but I still don't think it works as well as tying off, obviously. Tying off really holds you in one spot. That cliff over there with a big archway, that looks so cool. Malta's so beautiful, I love it. There's so many little surprises in every corner.
I've been trying to keep it up, comparing everything and everyone, comparing the world to ours, just trying to measure up.
So we just arrived in the coolest beach. Looks incredible. The water is insane. Just as good, if not nicer than the other place. It's just like a different colour. But it's quite rolly, so Jason's going to set a stern anchor. You're making a lot of noise there, hun. God. So we've got chain in here, ropes to clip on. We'll go set it to keep us with the bow going into the swell, and then we'll pull it in to tighten it.
So the trick is to make sure you have a heap of line so you can put the anchor out quite far, and then bring your line in. So you'll probably bring one of these whole lines in eventually to tighten it up and put you in the right position.
And also get it to dig in properly, because with that type of anchor, if you do it without enough line, instead of it digging into the sand, it actually just picks it back up. So they're not the easiest thing to deal with, but we're getting better. The water. It's incredible. I think it's a different colour to the other place because the sand's so yellow. So because the sand's so yellow and the water's blue, it's kind of making it like this green kind of colour, but super clear still. Normally when you have green water, it's like murky. Plan B, we're just going to try it with one line because we've only got 1.6 metres under the keel. So one line is probably enough to be able to pull it in and dig it in because we're not, you know, pulling it in from quite high above the boat. And we're actually on a really good angle to the swell at the moment anyway. We do have the wind coming from in front of us, however, there literally is 0 knots of wind. So yeah, we're probably going to turn at some point, so it'll still be good to set it. We do get on a bit of a random angle, as you can see. There you go. We are going a little bit sideways at the moment. We're kind of on like a just off being right. But I don't know if we'll be able to get it that perfect with the stern anchor anyway, but. Like jump in?
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Pull a little bit of chain up and we should be okay.
So we've just pulled not that much line in. It had good tension on it, probably because Jason dug it in. Pulled a little bit in, nice and it's got tension on it, so we'll see how it goes. You can always pull a bit more in if we need to adjust later. Good job, honey.
Well done.
We're still doing this exact same, like little bit side to side, little bit up and down, like we were before, but at least it holds us in this spot, which is probably the most ideal we're gonna get. You're never gonna get it perfect, but as long as you, because sometimes the swell just comes from a few different directions, but as long as you're not side onto it, you're pretty good. Wow, that is a good stern anchor job. I think that's what it is. It's just you got to do it in shallow water and then it works really well.
Yeah, for sure.
Either that or if you're in deep water, you need more chain to hold more of it on the ground. That's probably the method.
Yeah.
How's this for lunch? Looks so bloody good. Steak, Caesar salad, cocktail. Jason's got a beer. This is living. Cheers, honey.
Cheers. This is literally living. What the f, man? Doesn't get too much better than this.
And the weeks and the weekends are keeping close who you're spending with. And in time,
Right, we've decided we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the walk all the way up here. You ready? I know what you're thinking. It's not that far away, but there it is, up there. That's where we're going. We're doing it. We're doing it, hun?
We're doing it and it's like 30 degrees already, so, and still, so it's gonna be goddamn hot. We should have done it early this morning. So, and I know it doesn't take that long to get there, but it's pretty steep, so. Hello, what you doing? Hey girl, what you doing up there? What are you doing? Yeah. Yeah, you little psycho. Hey.
You coming? Jump, 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 jump. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Alright, so we've just got to the beginning of the pathway and it's looking a lot taller now.
In my head,
Still doesn't look that tall on the camera.
in my head on the boat, I was like, oh, piss, probably like
Half
50
an hour.
meters. But now it's like, that's probably
It's quite tall.
2 hours just to get there.
Oh god, we'll see how we go then, eh?
We should time it. What's the time now?
8:38 and we're starting the walk.
I'm probably going to slow us down. I bought the...
He does this every time. I don't think he even owns runners anymore though. Didn't bring them back from Australia. We've only walked a few steps. I'm already puffed, but look at the view already. stunning.
Remember the walk that we did in the Whitsundays?
That's why I think I'm nervous, because there was like, we saw like 10 snakes, like 50 freaking spiders. And like, I know they don't have stuff like that really here too much, but I've just seen a rat. Luckily, I'm not scared of them. I think they're quite cute.
But they could have rabies, who knows?
Yeah, they could bite you still.
This is just as dangerous as the Whitsundays. You see him in there? There he is.
It's like a wonderland. It's cool.
It's 8:48.
So it's been like 10 minutes and we're already like over halfway. So it was very deceiving when we got down here. It looked really steep, but we've somehow got up it super easy and most of it isn't even steep. I'm like confused.
Yeah.
Anyway, there it is. I think it gets more steep now, but...
Let's do it. We've made it, or just about. Yes.
Wow. Looks like someone built it here ages ago. Very cool. Worth the like 15-minute walk. It wasn't even long. So happy we did it, because we easily could have not, because it's so bloody hot. And we didn't come early, but yeah, stoked. All right, maybe the walk back down is going to be harder, getting down this slippery cliff. 100%, it was so easy. And then you get treated to this, so you can head back down and go for a swim in this beautiful water. And actually, if you're not coming to Malta by boat and you have a car hire, you can actually drive to the top here somewhere and then just do a really short walk to the lookout. So there's that option as well, which I think most people do. I think it'd be really nice for sunrise or sunset, which is what we originally planned to do, but yeah, the sunset would probably be the best. Jason had a bit of, I think, sunstroke yesterday, so we decided not to go, and then didn't wake up early enough this morning because we didn't go to bed till like 11:30. We ate dinner at 10:30 at night, which is like the latest we've ever done, but that's just what you do in Europe in summer because it doesn't get dark till so late. So everyone's still at the beach at 7 and 8 o'clock at night. It's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna climb down this. Oh, he's cute. Look at his little hunchback.
Let's move it around. Let's go in his little hidey hole. What the hell? So one thing I don't really like are rats. I got bitten by one when I was a little kid. Went to the doctors in Bundaberg and was told I had rabies.
Yeah, so you Aussies might remember there was this dodgy doctor from Bundaberg. I think he was from somewhere else originally. And he was like lying about his qualifications and doing surgeries and all sorts of things.
Yep.
And then he got caught out and he was all over like a current affair or whatever. And that's the doctor that Jason saw.
Yep. So he was the one that told me I had rabies, and I can't really remember what happened after that. I was only young.
It was obviously a lie.
But yeah, obviously a lie.
Now, surely.
Yeah. I'm not sure if I had a rabies shot or what. But yeah, I just don't like rats.
Which is kind of fair enough if you've been bitten by one, but I was just saying to Jason, how funny, I'm like terrified of spiders, and then there's finally one thing that I'm not scared of and I think are kind of cute, and you don't like them.
Yeah. All right, we're nearly down the bottom. It's been a pretty nice walk, to be honest. How's this service down? It's all good.
Yeah, dolls. Is that like a new thing? I think it is. Doll.
You know what I mean, darling?
That's like a hybrid between English and Australian.
So nice in here. Oh, I'll get it going, eh?
Bye bye beach. We loved you. Gonna go for a swim first, but then we'll be off to the next spot. But highly recommend. You'll just have to wait till next week to catch a glimpse of this inland sea we speak of. Also, next week will mark the end of our Malta series as we set sail for Italy. As always, we hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to let us know of your clumsy boating accidents in the comments, and do all that good stuff to help us be recommended to others. And of course, once again, we couldn't do all of this without the support of our incredible patrons, so a special thanks to you. If you enjoy our content and can afford to help us out with a little extra special magic dust, you'll be helping us more than you know.